Ever wonder what it's like to take on the open road, hauling oversized loads across North America? Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a wild ride from the icy streets of Edmonton, Alberta, all the way down to the scorching heat of Phoenix, Arizona. This trip isn't just about miles. It's about discovery, adventure, and a few unexpected twists along the way. My journey kicked off in Edmonton, Alberta, where I picked up an oversized load that was only 11 feet wide. But here's the kicker. It stood 15 feet tall. Now, if you know anything about bridges, you'll know that height can turn into a serious problem. To avoid any close calls, and I mean real close, I had to take a few detours. I rolled through Alberta, crossed into Montana, and hit Highway 15. Winding my way through Idaho and into Utah. Smooth, right? Well, not quite. Ah, Salt Lake City. This city is something else. Beautiful, sure, but also packed with low bridges. Every turn had me holding my breath, just praying I wouldn't scrape the top of that oversized load. Somehow I made it through, and just south of the city, I hit Highway 89. Let me tell you, the views here, absolutely breathtaking. Towering mountains on one side, vast desert on the other. It's the kind of place you have to see to believe. As I continued south, something unexpected happened. I found myself driving through Native American reservations. I stopped a few times, chatted with the locals, members of the tribes, learning about their history and their connection to the land. These are the moments that remind me why I love the road. It's not just about the destination. It's about the people you meet and the stories you hear along the way. Four days later, I pulled into Phoenix, Monday afternoon. The heat, intense. After unloading on Thursday, I had a bit of downtime. So what did I do? Well, Phoenix has one of the biggest cowboy stores in the region, and I just had to stop by and pick up a fresh pair of boots for the collection. With my load delivered, I wasn't done. Next stop, Vancouver. But first, I rolled through some historic Route 66 towns like Seligman and Kingman. These places, they're like stepping back in time. I grabbed lunch, had a chat with some locals, and soaked in the history. It's amazing how much life these old towns still have. Then came the desert, miles of it. Passing by Las Vegas, I spent the night near the infamous Area 51. And let me tell you, the isolation out there is eerie, quiet until it isn't. You hear things in the desert, whispers of the unknown. By the next day, I was pushing north. Reno, then California, Oregon, Washington, and finally, back into Canada. I passed through these old western towns where it feels like time has stood still. These are the roads less traveled, and it's on these roads that I find the heart of my journey. By the time I finished in northern Saskatchewan, I'd covered over 5,000 miles. But you know what? The road never really ends. My next adventure? Northern Saskatchewan to Texas. Another journey, another chapter of discovery. Because on the open road, there's always something waiting just around the bend, and I wouldn't have it any other way.